Hey peeps, Justin here from OtakusandGeeks.com, and today I want to talk to you about Justice League Dark Apokolips War. Part review and part what I'm hoping for the future. So let's get into the review. Just a quick review. I absolutely love this movie. I think this is one of my favorites since Flashpoint. I've been a huge fan of the DC animated universe. I'm a DC guy. I love DC. I think animation is one of the strongest attributes besides the video games. They're getting really better with the live action. They got a long way to go, but they're getting there. I always feel like when it comes to animation, DC is king because they really are not really restrained. This is a rated R film and definitely deserves that hard rated R. This is a violent film. You get people getting their limbs blown off, people getting decapitated, there's blood, there's guts, swearing. It is exactly what I love to see from the DC animation front. And one thing I really did love about this is that I love, like, when I first heard it was going to be Justice League Dark, I was like, really? This is the last one? We're going to go with Justice League Dark? But I see why it was so important, because the incorporation of Raven and Trigon, John Constantine. Constantine is MVP. Matt Ryan deserves another shot at a live action, whether it's a movie or a TV show on HBO Max. I'm saying it right now. If there's any representative of Warner Brothers that watches this video, give that man at least an 8-series order of Constantine. He deserves it. He has been the embodiment of that character. He is perfect for that role. He owns it. Definitely, Matt Ryan deserves another shot at a live-action Constantine, whether it's an HBO original movie or HBO Max series. Give that man Constantine, give him another shot. He is absolutely amazing. Just had to say that. The movie is really great. One thing I really did love about the film is that we get to see the aftermath of loss. Similar to like Avengers Endgame, when the Avengers lost to Thanos in Infinity War, you see the aftermath and how it affects them in Endgame. Something very similar here happens when Darkseid completely obliterates the Justice League. Superman had this mission to attack Apokolips head on. It absolutely fails. And we get to see the aftermath. You see, fast forward 2 years later, you're seeing it, how it affects Raven, how it affects Damian Wayne takes it the hardest. I love Damian's arc in this. He's definitely grown on me as a character, especially in this universe. He did a wonderful, the actor did a wonderful job just emoting that type of emotion. I thought it was very, very well done. Batman, of course, is MVP. We see why Batman is such a calculating, tactical force. You know, just because he doesn't have the superpower, mind over brawn is the bat, and he just shines with this. Always has a contingency plan for almost every situation. Bruce Wayne is damn near genius level, I swear. The Flash doesn't get much to do with this, which is kind of disappointing, but he is probably the most important character in the DC animated universe, because it starts with him with Flashpoint. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Flashpoint, but the ending does such a good job of bringing it back to the Flash, and you see why the Flash is such an important part of DC, period. The Flash and the Speedsters are so important, and I really love that touching ending there. It's a really great send-off. Action-wise, it's beautiful, it's bloody, it's gory. I absolutely thought it was great. Voice acting is perfect. Great characters, of course. You have Rosario Dawson still killing it as Wonder Woman with that commanding, powerful voice. You have Rebecca Romijn as Lois Lane. Always a pleasure to see her just really emoting that tough Lois Lane. I'm kind of hoping they keep the cast, because I've grown with these casts for 15 movies already. I'm really hoping they keep the cast for the next universe, which I'm going to get into right now. Mild spoilers, right? Well, this is going to be a spoiler warning for you right now if you don't want to know the ending of the Justice League Dark. I'm going to give you a quick second to turn it off. I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil the movie right now. So, I'm going to count to 3, then I'm going to do spoilers. 1, 2, 3. Spoiler time. So, obviously, they defeat Darkseid after they release Trigon from Raven. And Trigon, Cyborg, sacrifices his life. He opens up a black hole that consumes Apokolips, keeping Trigon and himself and Darkseid and they're stuck in that black hole, never to be seen again. Cyborg dies. So everybody goes back into Earth using the boom tube that Cyborg created, and now the Earth's core is about to blow, and there's nothing they can do about it. So the only way to change things is for Flash to create another Flashpoint. And that's how the movie ends. You see the movie ends with Flash running to create another Flashpoint, and the rest of the heroes get consumed, and they apparently die. And that's how this complete Justice League 15-minute movie arc ends. Now here's what I'm hoping for. With this 15 movie arc really was based heavily on the New 52. What I'm hoping is that the first movie we get is the actual DC Rebirth movie, an animated movie of DC Rebirth. So we get to start off with that mystery of Dr. Manhattan, and this is the perfect time to bring in that story and bring in the Watchmen into the animated universe, and starting all over with the DC Rebirth storyline. And then later on we can move into Doomsday Clock, and we can take bits and pieces from Justice League Rebirth, Flash Rebirth, Batman Rebirth, of course, Superman Rebirth, all the Rebirth storylines, choose the best parts that they have, the best arcs, and they can kind of mold it into one continuity that can lead up to the finale of Doomsday Clock, where we find out the birth of the DC universe and things like that was caused by Dr. Manhattan. That's something I'm really hoping to see. I'm hoping that they keep the same cast, because I think the cast is really, really good. But I know Rosario Dawson might be playing Ahsoka Tano in Star Wars, The Mandalorian Season 2. So she might not be available to play Wonder Woman again. So she might actually be busy. So I'm really, if they do recast, I'm hoping they can get Troy Baker to play Batman or the Joker. I'm hoping they can actually get Grant Gustin to actually do the Flash, to be the voice of the Flash, even in the animated universe at this time. Maybe they could get Stephen Amell back to voice Oliver Queen, and make him more of the Oliver Queen that we all know, the more humorous, it's not humor, the more humor Oliver Queen, the one that tells jokes and funny and things like that. So something I would love to see that other side of, and I'm really excited for it. I'm hoping that the next DC animated universe that they work on will be centered around the DC Rebirth. I'm absolutely a big fan of the comics with that. If you haven't checked it out, I will definitely recommend to check out the first Rebirth issue that they did, and definitely read Doomsday Clock. It is such a good story by Jeff Johns. So overall, I'm going to give Justice League Dark a B+. I thought it was solid. I thought the Suicide Squad, it's basically the culmination of 15 movie arcs. Suicide Squad's in there, Teen Titans is in there, of course the Justice League members, Justice League Dark, Swamp Thing does cameo, everybody shows up at least for a cameo in this. It was really good. I absolutely loved it. It's violent, it's dark, and credit to Tony Todd, he owned the dark side role. MVP, of course, is Matt Ryan as Constantine. He just embodies that character. HBO Max, Constantine, please, we should get that hashtag started. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com saying later days. I'll catch you on the next one. If you like what we do here, please visit otakusandgeeks.com. That's the best way to help and support us. Or you can subscribe here on our YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos. We do anime, video games, toys, a whole bunch of stuff, almost everything geek. So this is us saying later days. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.